Now introduce the chuck control function. There is a chuck control in the lower right corner of the software, which provides the clamping and loosening of the chuck, the main chuck, and the middle chuck. You can take a look at the clamping and loosening. When we click clamping, we can see that the No 11 main chuck is clamped, and the output port is opened. When we click loosening the clamping, the output port is closed. This main chuck is controlled by a single I/O, so clamping and loosening correspond to the opening and closing of the output port. Then the middle chuck is controlled by two output ports, and it is controlled with two double I/O ports. Generally, the output ports need to be closed after clamping or loosening. We click to clamp the No 14 output port to open. After opening, the output port should be closed for 1 second. It is under pressure, so it needs to be controlled to loosen. For example, after the clamping needs to be loosened, the output port should be closed. This is about the chuck, which is usually clamped from the outside to the inside. Then we can also modify the logic here. The outer clip of the main card and the inner support of the main card generally use the outer clip by default. The claws hold the tube in between from the outside in. For some large pipes, such as some round pipes, it is relatively large, but the chuck may not be that large, which may adopt the logic of inner support. After selecting the inner support, it has no effect on the manual operation of clamping and loosening, but when the PLC is set up. For example, a set of chuck clamping and loosening processes was originally set up. For example, we can set up a custom process, setting a chuck to clamp all chucks. For example, we set the main chuck clamping, and then set the middle chuck clamping. After setting these two PLCs to save, the system will know it is clamped from the outside to the inside. But once your logic changes, the system doesn't know it, so we need you to artificially change the chuck logic. If it is changed from the outer clip to the inner support, the logic needs to be changed. After the change, the stem will know that it is now changed from the outer clip to the inner support. In this way, the clamping and loosening logic system will automatically handle it for you, so that the inner and outer clamps and inner layers do not need to be changed in the PLC. This is the function related to chuck control.